life. Let's see. Give me a little bit, folks. This is the fourth stream today. The whole point of me going live this many times is just to kind of get a feel whatever makes sense, right, from a streaming point of view. Let's see. Give me like a little bit to just like share it. And because like obviously I want to get as many people in as I possibly can. And afterwards, let's just fucking start, right? Because you know what, like the interesting part is like I'm seeing another bearish post on NFTs. And I mean, like what are you gonna say? Like I just believe like that's, I wouldn't have it any other way, right? Like if people would be like all bullish, like, and everyone can like agree on the fact that, hey, like we're bullish again, then we're probably like a little too late. That's just my 2 cents on this. Boom, first share done. Second share on. And we got what? We already have 5 people in. That's awesome. 1 on YouTube. 4. 2 on YouTube. Whoops. Pardon my French. So anyways, shit. Now I close the window. NFTs are becoming a joke again. Wait, I should probably... What's the channel and on chain? I don't know this guy. I don't mean like... Jesus Christ. Sun 12. There we go. NFTs are becoming a joke again. Essentially, there are 2 or 3 groups who mint hundreds of PFP next to nothing, often allocated more WL spots than anyone else because allegedly they are good holders until they're not. So you have the same traders controlling supply on 10 different collections. They intentionally ignore more established NFTs because it's better for their backs to monopolize new mints. As a result, the other stuff lies stagnant waiting to die because these greedy motherfuckers won't touch it unless they can hold 100 of them for pennies. Nobody cares about your art, story, or character developments. They just want to extract before they get extracted from. I'm losing faith in this industry forever getting out of its own way. Bob Carson, I've seen a bunch of posts that somehow that show what celebrities paid for NFTs at the high, what they're worth now. Yeah, I mean, like, what are you gonna say, right? Like, this is what's happening right now. I mean, like, celebrities buying this shit is definitely, overall, it's like a top indicator more so than a bottom indicator. But folks, why don't we analyze this, right? So what you're gonna do is market psychology charts. Let's see. You tell me where we're at, folks. I'm not saying, I don't think we're at hope. I don't think we're at capitulation. I don't think we're at anxiety. I think we're at the depression stage. It's never gonna be a thing anymore, right? Fuck me. And I'm crying about people doing the same thing he got the chance to do before. It's comical. I mean, like, guys, you know what? Like, this is exactly the fucking point, right? At some point, people were gonna be like, oh my days, my Pokemon cards are never gonna be a thing anymore. Until they fucking were, right? So if you're in it to be like, oh my god, I want to like do leverage trades with these things, then more than likely, until, well, I mean, like, technically speaking, you'd be probably best off to wait for a higher low and retest it, yada 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 yada. Now, if you're an autistic fuck like me, you do very much care about like the character development, story, and the art. I mean, are you kidding me? And like, I'm not gonna glaze like D-Gods the entire time, right? But I am not fucking worried about like a fucking 10-player cabal like getting in and out of the mints, etc, etc. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is kind of, I mean, like, folks, like, this is pretty much why I have been mentioning on like, you want to go for like blue chip, right? I mean, just to like give you an example, when the 2017 altcoin, or like the 2018 altcoin market started to dump, right? Which altcoins are you gonna get, right? Are you gonna get like whatever like shit coin did not have like any future to begin with, or were you getting the ones which make sense to like position yourself in? I think in a very, very, very risky market to begin with, why not go to the ones with like a shitload of mindshare? Like, are you kidding me? If you're quite literally in there to where you truly do not give a fuck about the art, right? Literally be like set by himself. Nobody cares about your art. Join the fun side, folks, because like, you want to be like to where you do kind of care about the art. That's where you can actually do your own research with projects which have cool art. I mean, like, this might kind of sound like, I don't want to be like breaking any news or anything like that, but like, this kind of sounds like pure fucking logic in my end, right? So anyways, there's been like a moment of time in time where people quite literally also thought Ethereum never is going to be a thing anymore. Bitcoin is never going to be a thing anymore. Solana is never going to be a thing anymore. And here we are. Right? I mean, like, maybe like here we are is not like the right way to put things, because we recently got like wrecked. But I do kind of feel like you wanna have like this kind of sentiment before you'd be confident that you'd feel somewhat of a bottom, right? Especially with like charts looking like this. I mean, like, maybe I'm just like a delusional bull tart, which is absolutely possible. But if not, if you're not going to be like bullish at these levels, right? Then I kind of would suggest that NFTs are dead. Maybe they're dead. Maybe NFTs will never be a thing anymore, right? Maybe the hardcore of like many of like these communities, they're wrong. But you gotta understand, right? Like, to kind of prove my point, like Pokemon literally is a trading card game, and at the end of the day, they're more like people speculating on it or collecting. I kind of feel that with NFTs right now, like the ones who will probably come out of this market being victorious, if this shit would ever come back again, right? Because like obviously, if I'm wrong, I would probably say it's fair to say that this is a dying industry, which was retarded to begin with, which was a huge waste of time. People would not have cared really about like social status when it comes down to digital collectibles. They don't really care about like being part of a community based on art. They do not care about the advantages of like collecting digitally more so than physically. But that's not me. I think, especially when you see like these kind of messages, right? I think it will make like all the sense in the world. That, I mean, like, guys, to be honest with you, right? If you're gonna ask yourself, like, hey, if I want to position myself in a NFT brand, what do you want to position yourself in, right? Do you want to position yourself in, I mean, like, honestly, guys, like, fuck me sideways. You can quite literally just like do your own due diligence and do your own research about the track record of teams, right? One sec, guys. I'm getting a DM. Allegedly, Ben's got rocked. I mean, one second. So I'm getting a message on true story about an artist that got drugged. Let's see. True story about an artist that got rocked. Help Ben's artist to continue to create art, and maybe Backup can support this time. This is the token address. Oh, let's have a look. I'm just being honest, guys. Like, I've not been involved with like this project at all. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not gonna like retweet when I'm not entirely sure on what happened though. I mean, I'm not judging anyone getting rocked, obviously, right? Bob Carson is saying, bought a blog, spends a solid. It jumped on the happy hour with us a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so I saw story time. This involves a 33K deal, a mental health spiral, $0 in my bank account, and most unhinged creative decision I've ever made. Walk with me, Scumnut. Okay. Oh, I mean, Jesus, fuck, this is a lot of text. Last year, I got hired to draw a Pixar collection for a big company on Solana Cuff. I accept 300 hand-drawn trades, big project, solo, said yes. But he did not finish reading the text because he couldn't say no. He stopped sleeping. Pixar Goblin 30 skins. Trades. Got paid 23K. Zero income. 20K, 23K rent. Life decided to fuck him. Family shit, mental health shit. One completely ghost. Stop replying to bags, friends, everyone. Still drawing. Okay, had like a hard time. Got back in contact, apologized. Yada yada. Credits. More drama. Okay, so like he had the bad time and got over it. So here's where his dumb ass created a problem. Some time had passed and he'd been going SO above and beyond. 3 collections. Back and forth on a solid deal. I keep all the art and the 23K is a grant. Launch it myself, however I want. They support on Twitter. I launched a token on their platform. Honestly, pretty sick. I'm grateful. But pretty sick doesn't pay mortgages. It's February. 23K is dust. I have 0. Not a bit tight this month. Actual 0. Final 10K was counting to survive. During all of this, while I'm trying to figure out what the hell to do next, Finn, who I genuinely respect, messages me about a collection that is 90% finished, asking, I wonder if you can make them more blocky, haha. 3 a.m. while I cannot pay my mortgage. And I just start laughing, not a sad laugh, the kind of laugh where something snaps and you go all right, fuck it, I'll make something blocky then. Left with no other options, not wanting to rush the original collection ways. I mean, so he drew it, he made blocks. Hit up, down, willing to help, no ego, no games, sick, let's build it. I mean, holy shit, this is so much text, dude. Let me be clear, miscommunication. what went wrong? So he did the blocks, right? He got binted. So the collection, he's gonna launch it himself. The same obsession on his own terms, blocks, yada yada yada. So how did he get rugged? I don't get like how he got rugged, to be honest. Because like, I mean, again, like it's probably like easy for me to like be here and make comments like, why didn't you like read the contract? I don't like, am I missing something, chat? Or I mean, I don't get like how, I mean, you know what, guys, right? Like, it is what it is. Sucks to hear that this did not go the way he envisioned it, and maybe I am misreading something, but like, I mean, never dived into the detail of the drama, just like the way they looked, and that one has a vibe code ad. I mean, like, yeah, fair game. I mean, like, folks, like, if this is being rugged, and again, like, I kind of do want to save myself from like missing some kind of a detail here, but oh, there you go. Yeah, well, anyways, I'm definitely sorry that all of that happened. He worked for several months for a full-time collection, but they decided to not launch it. He was really depressed because of it. Yeah, but he got paid what he agreed. Right. Anyways, this is not what I kind of want to stream about in this point of view. Let's just like move on with like the NFTs which are actually like alive and kicking, right? DGOTS, my favorite brand out there, talking about being rocked, right? Like if you bought DGOTS at the fucking top, then you had like the worst time. But anyone can find solace in the fact that the art never changed. And that's just a fact, right? With or without Frank, the art looks fucking identical. And in that sense, right? Why don't we just like go to like the ones which makes the most sense? Personally, I think like DGOTS is the most fun to collect. It has quite a good track record, and more importantly, they got their mind share, they got rugged, the community survived, the team survived in like a different way, and here we are, right? So rather than trying to find like fucking the new one, which is somewhat of a gamble to do really well, I prefer to gamble that like the art on DGOTS is like some of like the best art in Solana as an entirety, right? This one like instantly is catching my eye. 5454, let's see. I kind of feel like this one might be like a little bit underappreciated. I mean, again, like season 1, really not my cup of tea, right? It just isn't. But season 3 does look kind of cool, I think. I think this one is absolutely great. I mean, like, especially if we are looking at what's it called? The floor prices, right? I mean, yeah, so to anyone listening, right, like I'm getting like many of the messages on like complaining with like NFT artists and royalties, etc., etc. I'm not gonna be like white knighting for like people to not make their deals, right? Obviously, if someone gets fucked over, like I'm feeling sorry for that. But I kind of feel like you should just sue someone instead, if that's the case, right? Sorry for like me deteriorating, going like off track for a little bit. I'm just getting like many messages on this. Yeah, so this one being listed at floor price, I think like this one is kind of crazy good, right? You see like the blue sky skin, right? Like especially in like season 2, it looks like really good. You see like the cloud fillings, if you will, with like the blood dripping underneath there. I think like this looks pretty damn cool. The glow ice is like not quite rare as well, right? People don't really like the fucking Friday the 13th mask. What's it called? Head skull mask, whatever. But I do think in like season 3 it looks like really cool, right? So if you're going to spoil yourself a little bit and you're basically looking to get into DGOTS for an entry level god, I think like this one is like really good, really good. So anyways, that's that. Like we do see like some more listings around these levels, but man, we'll see what's going to happen, right? I do kind of feel that with if we go for Magic Eden, for example, ApeCoin being absolutely going nuts. No one is like trading on ApeCoin, not that I know of, and I do kind of feel that the liquidity is shit-ish, but then again, like maybe not so much. I don't know. Like I'm not trading on ApeCoin. What's this one? Abstract. I mean, like abstract is quite dramatic. Other than Cana Sapiens, what I mean, if anyone like is trading or like collecting NFTs on any of these chains, like let me know. I'd be highly interested. Monad is, I mean, like let's just like call a spade a spade a spade. I don't think anyone cares about Monad NFTs at this point. I mean, to check myself, I don't think like anyone really cares about Solana NFTs too, but like that's kind of why we're here, right? I don't know, folks. I think like these ones are just like a little tricky. I think, man, look at like the top offer versus the floor, right? Like that's so bad. Arbitrum, I mean, I don't think anyone cares. Say no liquidity. I think like abstract is somewhat okay depending on whatever project. I think like ApeChain is like pretty decent with regards to liquidity, it seems. Base, I mean, like Base is quite bad as well, I believe. Now, Ethereum should be like a lot better, but like, let's see. I thought Moonbirds were actually like doing quite well after getting wrecked so hard. Let's see. I mean, like, that's one thing I really hate about Magic Eden. I'm not going to lie. Like, these charts are so bad. They really are. Yeah, I mean, I do feel that ordinals are doing like quite well, right? With ordinals, like also, I mean, like, I'm actually not sure about like the liquidity on ordinals. Probably somewhat okay, if I were to guess. Ish. I don't trade there. Guys, I mean, like, honestly, right? Like, this is kind of why I guess that there's an argument to be made that there's more liquidity in general on Ethereum, but in my opinion, right, I think Solana is like the best chain to trade NFTs on, and I don't think like there's like anything close to it. Sue me, right? That's just like my personal response to that. I think Solana is just like the best. Like the community is just like the best for what's it called? For people who are excited about art. I think like the projects are, I mean, like, I like the projects the best. I don't think like there's a second best, to be honest with you. I think like the liquidity is like quite good if you're looking at like the top offers versus the floor price. I think it's fair. I do kind of feel that like I mean, like, what the fuck's going on with Mad Lads? I feel like they should be trading higher, but they're not, right? I mean, what can I say? Interesting. I mean, like, in the next coming days, right, we're gonna see whether this is just like some kind of a suckers rally for new lows after. But I think the odds are that, oh, how long are we gonna go like down only for, right? Within like this bear market euphoria, I think like, I mean, honestly, guys, like, to me, it's kind of clear as day that we just broke out. I guess what needs to happen for me to be proven wrong, right, would literally be like something like this. Here. I don't think we're gonna get there. I think we're gonna do this. I don't think you should like care too much about like whatever target. It's not about like the target, it's more so about the movement. But yeah, I mean, like I'm seeing like too many bearishness on NFTs, right? No one really, I mean, the DGOTS community is like bullish on NFTs. Like, that's one thing you gotta give them. So yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, there's not a whole lot more to cover on this, right? Like, I think we should be seeing like rather soon what the notion is going to be like. I think this shit is going to melt faces. I really do. I think like an asset of like this magnitude, right, with like so many advantages to it, it's only gonna be like a matter of time before like people actually will start like giving a fuck about it again. And I think that time is really soon. I mean, like, I guess this could be a thing, but then again, I don't like this one all too much, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think this is the pattern. Maybe. I just believe that this would make a lot more sense. Wick, deviation. There you go. I'll just like be quick because you know what? Like, not too many people are showing up, and I don't want to. I mean, like, this is my fucking fourth stream today, guys. Like, bear with me. I'm just trying out whenever like it makes like the most sense actually to like have these streams to begin with. I don't want to like underperform because of like the lack of people tuning in or whatever. I'm really grateful for like those 19 people like actually taking the time and tuning in. But this is my fourth stream. I think the latest DGOTS which have been added, which might be cool to get your hands on. If you're into apes, I think like this one is fairly good. It's the cheapest one. I don't think apes are cheap right now. Yeah, it's a decent ape for like a decent price compared to like the rest. If we're talking about like real opportunities, I think this one might be like quite good. Zombie just like a little bit above floor price. I mean, like, these apes are just like so expensive these days. Yeah, I mean, like, you cannot go wrong with the cat skin. Let's just say it like it is. This season 3 is fucking nuts. 9540. 9540. Here we go. Season 3 is so good. I do think like season 3 is really good on this. I mean, like, that's my 2 cents, folks. Like, if you don't mind, it is like Saturday night and I'm pretty tired, so maybe it would make more sense to basically have the next stream when more has happened within the market, like for the better or worse, to basically conclude. Don't fucking burn your hands on like new NFTs, like, if I'm being honest with you. Just go for like proven track record, and if you want to be exotic, you can be exotic, right? Like, I'm being exotic with medievals, but it's based on like the track record from Candy and Johnny D Guns. I don't think there's a lot of risk in that. That's just my opinion. It's no financial advice. I'm calling myself Cat Guy, and I'm autistic, so I wouldn't like take financial advice from me if I were you. So yeah, anyways, like, that's kind of it, folks. Like, I'm really appreciative of every single one of you like tuning in. I will be back sometime soon, more than likely tomorrow, probably once, and I'll also like upload like a video on YouTube, so please follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe on YouTube, please. And other than that, I will see you soon. Bye.